This project implemented by Al-Rosan Contracting Company and Saudi Consult as a consultant.
In general, bridge is a structure built to span a physical, such as body of water or road, for the purpose of providing passing over the obstacle. There are many different designs that all serve a unique purpose and apply to different situations. Design of a bridge vary depend on the function of the bridge, the nature of terrain where the bridge is constructed, the material used to make it, and the funds available to build it.
In the project site, rock filling itself is made of variety of ground rocks such as marble, granite, and other types of soils according to H2 classification. Rockfill is typically made up of the rocks that are indigenous to the area in which it is being applied. Rockfill is often used in construction projects to provide access roads in hard-to-reach or upgrade paths. It's first dumped into place by large dump trucks and then grazed over using machines. Once the rock fill has been eventually applied, it's typically compressed down into the ground by using steam roller or by driving over it with the heavy construction machinery. This helps establish the solid rock packed area as a durable surface capable of withstanding large amounts of weight that are associated with the vehicles of all kinds. There is several machines and trucks are used in the backfilling. Heavy trucks or a bulldozer is a crawler occupied with a substantial metal plate used to push large quantity of the soil or other such materials during constructions. Also a grader, commonly referred to road grader, which is a construction machine with a long blade used to create flat surface. Water truck used to easy compaction and finishing. A compactor is a machine used to reduce the size of the soil through compaction.
Rosan Company put layer embankment in order to raise the road to upgrade the path for bridge. Layer embankment consists of mixture of materials, small gravel and sand. The specification cite the thickness of each layer not to be more than 30 cm.
There are many types of soil compaction tests which are performed on soil. Some of these the sand cone method, one of the most common tests to determine the fill density of soil.
The general element of the bridge is superstructure and substructure. Foundation is the first step toward building a bridge. This process involves detailed geotechnical of a bridge site. The type of bridge foundation has to be selected, such as a well foundation, pile foundation, and open foundation. Each foundation is stable for a specific soil and desirable bridge characteristic. The soil characteristic will determine the load capacity and other important parameters. The substructure is basically designed in according with the technical requirement and the construction methodology. The excavation required for a foundation may need to be exceed sizable depth, involving a hard ground. Before the soil and rock are reachable, engineer feet will be involved to avoid water and prevent a collapse of tenegible. Piers is the vertical structure that supports the ends of a multi-span substructure at the location between abutments. A structure located at the end of the bridge is abutment. Girders is the horizontal supported beam of the bridge.
A jersey barrier or jersey wall is modular concrete barrier employed to separate lanes of traffic. It's designed to minimize vehicle damage in cases of head-on accident.
The period of a project takes 48 months to finish, and the initial cost of it is 58 million Saudi riyal. Project Manager Ihab, give us more information about the cost management.
What's important of cost management in a project?
If we talk about the cost from the beginning, it is very important to discuss about the cost when you put your prices for the project. You make study the cost for each item. Like if you are making 1 cubic meter concrete, so you should check what's the material, how the cost, how it costs this 1 meter or something like this. So you should study what's the cost of this item. This is in the beginning of the project, and you should also make some profit for your company to decide what's the price for this item and each item like this. After that, when you get the project, and when you start to construct the project, also every time your eye about the cost. Sometimes you can cost the project with the same quality with different cost. Sometimes when you not care about material, there is many wasting material in the wood or steel or even material, aggregate material or asphalt material or something like this. This is if you not care, this is you can waste material, and this is makes the cost is high. So every time you should be careful about the wasting material. Wasting material, this is it happened by your advice for your people how to care about material, and also when you notice in your visiting two sites that how people deal with material, how to be careful about material, and as I said, just daily you check everything for the work. This is sometimes for material, but also sometimes you can use as expensive material. There is two kind of material, the same material, and one cheap and one is expensive, and you should also be careful when you choose material. You should choose the lowest price but with the same quality. Sometimes bad quality, this is you can avoid, you can don't accept, but you should also every time you are your eye about the cost. If there is good material with cheap price, this is welcome, and you should choose this good cheap material. Also the third point, also how to make the arrangement of the work. Sometimes because bad arrangement of the work, you are making high cost. Sometimes you make some job, and after that you discover that this item is not shot done before other item. So after you construct this point, you should remove the work again to construct another item. After that, the cost will be high. For example, it's a simple example. If you like to fix some pipe in the crossing the road, if you are construct the road and after that you like to construct pipe, you will cut asphalt again, and this is you damage your work. After you construct the work, you damage it. So it is important to make the arrangement good, just because no need to destroy your work.
After finish the compaction, company spray layer of MC1, bitumen base course, RC2 and wearing base course, and finally to check the density of asphalt, perform the core test.
The management of ongoing tasks requires a different approach to the management of one-off tasks. Project management is about getting these temporary endeavours complete on time and on budget. The sad truth is that for one reason or another, most projects fail to meet their objectives. So here's some weapons you can add to your arsenal to make sure your project has the best chance of success. Firstly, make sure all stakeholders agree in granular detail on the final outcome of the project. By agreeing about deliverables at the outset of a project, you'll guard against the scope growing monstrously out of control. Planning is 80% of project management. Remember the 6 Ps. Proper planning prevents poor project performance. There's a lot of great tools that can help you keep track of your project. Use these during your planning. Before building your team, consider the skills and know-how you'll need to complete the project. Then compare that list with the people you have. Add and subtract people as necessary. Make sure you consider how information will flow where it is needed and that all stakeholders know what's happening. Prepare for stormy seas by considering what risks your project might be exposed to and plan how to best navigate to avoid or mitigate them. If you've planned properly, implementation of your project should be like conducting an orchestra, keeping the various players in check with clear, constant communication and leadership. After completing the project, report on what was done well and what could have been done better. This way your team will be better positioned to tackle their next project. Remember, anyone can complete a project by throwing more time and money at it. The real challenge is to achieve a quality outcome using the least time and money. To summarize, to make sure your project is completed on time, on budget, meeting its scope, and in a quality manner, remember that planning is paramount. Fiercely guard against scope creep by getting solid agreement on the required deliverables. Make sure you know about and use available project management tools. Think about the skills your project needs before building your team. Think hard about what risks your project could face. Communicate like an orchestral conductor during implementation. And don't forget, review, reflect, and report on your project's successes and shortcomings so your team learns from the experience.
What is your advice for the new soil engineers in the field?
If we talk about advice for new engineer, I can say that they should care about the work and not care about their time. Sometimes people or new people, they are caring about how to finish their duty daily. This is sometimes happen. They are looking how to when they are going to home, and this is not good. Important how when he go home that he's feeling well about his done, how he's feeling good about the work. It is passed by good way, and he's looking also how to learn in the beginning of his life, for his life, how to learn from the old people, how to learn how to take decisions, and when he has problem, also he should learn from this problem for the future. He should learn how to use schedule for the work, how to follow the schedule, how to feel the stress of the work, how to be patient. Not every small point he feel bad. Sometimes you feel that you cannot carry the load, but after the problem finish, you will feel well. You will feel very nice that you well done during the problem. Also, I think that it is important in their life. It is not take decision if he is not 100% is satisfied that his decision is okay. He should go to his manager and he discuss with him to know if this one is suitable for the work or no. Also, it is very important to learn how to deal with his people. This is a very important point because every person he has different deals. Sometimes some people need to be very stiff and strict with them. Some people they need to talk with them gently. Sometimes people you should encourage them. Sometimes you take action against them or to be punish them or something like this. So it's important also to study people, study their nature to know how to deal with them, and also to be kind with them, to follow also the rules of the company. This is very important, that all people they feel that you are honest with all of them. And also it is important and main point to be honest with yourself. If you are honest with yourself, you will do everything very well. And also it is important to love your work, and you feel that when you be tired, so you will be succeed, and nothing come from nothing. You should do something to get. So you should be work hard to get succeed. So you don't look any. I advise nobody look for the rest. You should look for the hard work, because hard work give you a good position, and one by one you will feel that you are succeeding.